Okay, so at this point I'm inspecting the bowl that has started to emerge. It's looking pretty good. It's, not too shallow. There's some depth to it. And it's not looking like a cup anymore, which I'm happy about. So it's going through the natural progression of the pinch pot method. I'm tapping the bottom of the bowl gently on the table, doing a bit of a drop, a controlled guided drop, so that the bottom of the bowl truly flattens out and doesn't stay round like it was in the previous videos. And that'll be important for later when we attach feet to the bottom. Also, the walls are bowing out in a bowl shape, which is what I want. So that's good. I'm always monitoring how much moisture is in my hands. I'm always monitoring the curvature of my hands for support along the exterior. These are all things you have to keep track of. I'm also monitoring the interior and checking for imperfections. Now, sometimes you can kind of over pinch the clay and stress it out on accident, where you get almost like a hairline fracture situation. A little bit of a tear can occur, and that's normal and can sometimes be fixed with a popsicle stick if you're gentle. Sometimes you can just use your thumb or an index finger and you try to mend that wound just by a little bit of water on your fingertips and just some gentle movement where you're kind of smearing the clay and trying to blend over that crack or tear, okay? You can overwork it too as you're trying to repair it, so be careful of that. I'll show you some pointers a few minutes from now in how to make the top of the bowl level. You can see it's very wonky, very uneven. I've got my thumb and my index finger at times in kind of a pinched effect, and that can be useful. You can even take your index finger or your thumb and maneuver it into a hook shape and kind of slide and glide a hook-shaped index finger over the top of the bowl. I want to get that top of the bowl as level as the bottom of the bowl. So I'm going to flip it upside down so it looks like I have a bell shape on my tabletop. And I'm again going to do a guided controlled drop or tap, okay? And you'll see what happens in a minute. This is a nice way to quickly kind of cheat and get your bowl lip, that outer rim, to be very flat and level. You can see how flat it is now, which is nice and more appealing. The only thing is sometimes that will create thick spots and thin spots and thick spots and thin spots as you move all around that rim. So adjust the thick spots and try to get them to be as uniform as the thin spots. Try to match the thick spots to be thin like other areas along the rim. Again, do so gently and don't overwork that part of the bowl either, okay? And I'll show you another trick in future videos on how to fix that thin spot, thick spot issue, that little dilemma ceramic artists encounter. I'm still doing a little bit of pinching too where I feel a thick spot. So I'm kind of smoothing with a hook-shaped thumb or a hook-shaped index finger. I've got a lot of moisture on my fingertips. I'm kind of sliding my fingertips over. And from time to time, I might do some final pinching if need be. But you don't want to over-pinch either. So working with clay is very much a balance of doing what you need to do, but not going overboard and not drying out your clay and not accidentally tearing through your clay and a thin spot. And here I am again doing a final tap just to get that top rim level again. I probably made it uneven, and now I'm fixing that.